is there tips? Is there like 3 hot items that you would say to somebody who is thinking about promoting themselves? What are the top 3 things that they really should remember if there is a generalization? Is there anything like that?
Okay, if a business wants to promote themselves, it is basically about, remember, you're helping a business, you're helping a person solve a problem. And I think you talk about your persona that the station has is called Jess.
That's right, sorry, 35-year-old.
35-year-old, woman. And so what you're doing, no one buys your products and services. They're actually buying a solution and they're looking for a solution. So that's why if you can bond with somebody and tell the story about you, your backstory. We like telling backstories, how you got in business. And this is where Sam and, we really connect. We're both storytellers in different ways. And so people love that connection with stories. So in 30 seconds, you can tell a really good story and a powerful story. So one of the first things to remember is you're trying to build up a bond or relationship with people before they need what you sell. Always think of you're helping somebody. We believe that if you give, you get back. So always put the customer first and think about their needs. So if you think about Jess, what are her issues that she has in a day-to-day? How can your product help solve some of those issues for her? The other thing we take away too, why we like mass media, you are speaking to the masses. And as you mentioned, you've got over 1 million people listen every month. And that's a powerful, powerful audience. Now, you say 1 million people, and we always talk about realm of association. Each one of those people, or if we talk about 1 million Jesses out there. Now, Jess, if you can convince and bond with Jess that, your product is something that can really help, when she goes to work or when she goes to sport or when she goes to church or when she talks to family, everyone always says, hey, I need a plumber, I need a mechanic, I need to publish a book. Who do I go to? And what's Jess going to say? She's been listening to you tell your story, the business story and how you can help. And so all of a sudden, it's not just 1 million people each month you're reaching. Jess has probably got at least 250 people in the world. So even if she talked to 4, it's 4 million people. So it just gets bigger and bigger. It's like a snowball. So it's not just the listeners, it's the friends of the listeners that will be influenced by your story. So, and we always say, try and dominate something. So if you're dominate one station and just be there so that the people that hear you, we try to book media 52 weeks of the year. So we're on every week. It's like exercise. You need to exercise at least 3 times a week to get fit. I'm getting there now. After 30 years of indulging, COVID hasn't helped, but I'm now exercising 5 times a week. But if you think of advertising like exercise, people need to hear your message at least 3 times a week, 52 weeks of the year, because sleep erases advertising. There's so much information coming at them. So that's why we need to keep telling this story. And that's the second point. And I guess the third point is, as you talked about, you need to be real. And as you said, you talked about trust and transparency and being real. When I select clients, I have 3 criteria. I have to like and trust the business owner, and I have to believe in their business that they will deliver what they promise. If they can't do that, I can't help them. And I basically get paid on growth. So when I do something, I look for a business that I know if they do the right thing, they will grow. And then when I look at media, I then go to the stations or the media outlet that's actually going to give them the highest growth for their money. And we do a lot of digital too, but it's probably only like 10 to 20%. Most goes to mass media. And for the last 35 years, our firm worldwide has spent over $1 billion, and most of that has gone to radio, and specifically small stations that have audiences like yours. So they're the 3 things basically. Connection and bonding is the big thing, and telling really good stories. And it sounds like your team there can pull out these stories and translate that into 30 seconds.
That's very much true. That's really true, Craig. And that's really one of the keys, I think, to making sure that we can have that cut through. One of the things with us is that we have only 2 messages back to back in a row. So enough 30 seconds. So our audience knows that they only need to, like if it's been a song or they've been listening to a DJ, and a message starts playing about somebody, they know that it's only going to be a minute long. So you've got 30 seconds, then 30 seconds, then it's back into either another song or they'll be talking about something else. So there's that whole, you don't lose the audience, because we know that's typically when they start reaching for the dial to change this channel. Yeah, it's like, I don't want to hear the ads. I want to hear whatever else is going on. Well, they know that it's only going to be a minute. So that's a good
And that's why you said the ads should be part of the entertainment, the thing that keeps them listening.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what it should be about. An ad shouldn't be just a in your face, buy this, or, it should be a story that they go, wow, that was worth listening to. So it becomes part of your whole station. The music and the ads become part of a one. They work together.
Yeah, the overall experience. That's really true. Well, just thinking about the variety of different clients that you've had, my expectation would be that you'd have smaller end clients and larger clients as well. Is there any hot tips that you would give to people who are smaller clients who are really on a shoestring type budget, as opposed to being told about the larger clients that are just going for, I'm going to chuck radio into this? Is there anything specifically you would say for the smaller clients?
Basically, it's the same principle. It's just that naturally there's a limit. There's an entry point needed to get on air. But the principles are the same, and that's the beauty. The principles are always the same. Tell a story, no matter where you can tell that story, be it on your social feeds or on your when you meet customers. So all you're doing is going on your station. Now you get them on mass, and that's where we say mass media is you're fishing with a net, as opposed to digital where you're fishing with a rod and you're going for one fish, and it costs you a lot of money. Because we always say when we buy media anywhere in the world, we can hit, say Jess, we can hit Jess 3 times a week, 52 weeks of the year for around $1 a year. That's how we look at it. That's how we work it out. Now, then we say, okay, how many Jesses do we want to reach on your station? And that's how we determine how much we're going to spend. So when you look at it that way, if you know how to buy media, especially radio, it is the cheapest. That's why we invest so much. It is the cheapest way to reach the masses. Now, a lot of people say, but a lot of Jesses don't need what I sell. But guess what? It doesn't matter. We say, if you say the right message to over and over, these people become the right people.